What if I told you she's hiding everything from you? Every glance, every smile, every subtle movement is a confession you didn't notice? Most men stay blind, thinking she's just nice, just friendly, just playing around. But the truth? She's revealing her weaknesses, the ones that control her desire, her obsession, and her choices. And you didn't even see it. The women who left you, who hurt you, who walked away, they weren't random. They followed patterns you failed to understand. And if you don't know these 9 weaknesses, you'll keep losing the same women over and over again. I want you to do something before this video even starts. Comment the last thing your ex said before she walked away. The real words, the ones that haunted you. Spill it, let it out. Because what comes next will expose her mind like no one ever has. And by the end, you'll see women and yourself completely differently. Stay with me. Watch closely. Every second you ignore, this is a second you stay blind to the truth she never wanted you to see. The first weakness is her obsession with emotional contrast. Women don't fall for stability. They fall for depth. They fall for the man who makes them feel something, not constant attention, not constant comfort. The emotional roller coaster, tension, curiosity, mystery, that's what hooks her. If you're predictable, she gets bored. If you're too available, she feels nothing. But the man who knows when to pull close and when to pull away, that man becomes addictive. She'll swear she's not thinking about you, but she'll stalk your Instagram, reread your messages, and wonder why you're the only one who gets under her skin. The second weakness is her need for psychological validation from a man she respects. Not validation from everyone. She gets that every day on Instagram. I'm talking about validation from a man who is selective, disciplined, and not easily impressed. When she realizes you're not praising her just because you want her, that's when your words hit different. That's when she feels seen, chosen, valued in a way no random guy can provide. And the irony? The less you validate her, the more she craves it. Her third weakness is her fear of being replaced. Women act confident, but underneath that confidence is a silent war. What if he finds someone better? What if I lose him? Most men make the mistake of acting like she's the prize, like they're lucky just to have her attention. When you flip that dynamic, when you make it clear that you have options, standards, and a life that doesn't revolve around her, she starts fighting for you. She starts overthinking your silence. She starts chasing, because the cold truth is this: women get attracted to men other women want. Scarcity creates desire. Abundance creates obsession. The fourth weakness is her attraction to masculine emotional control. She may talk about wanting a man who's soft, expressive, and in touch with his feelings, but the reality? She wants a man who can feel but isn't ruled by his emotions. A man who stays calm when she gets chaotic. A man who doesn't yell, doesn't panic, doesn't lose frame. When she throws a tantrum and you stay unfazed. She feels safe and challenged at the same time. That combination rewires her brain. It pulls her deeper into you. Emotional discipline isn't a skill, it's a weapon. The fifth weakness is her fantasy-driven mind. Women don't fall for what a man is. They fall for what he represents. They fall for the life, the story, the future they imagine with him. That's why women fall for men they barely know, because he triggered a fantasy. If you know how to plant those images, travel, ambition, mystery, passion, she bonds with the story you create. And the story is stronger than reality. You don't need perfect looks. You need perfect narrative. When she can picture herself in your world, she invests emotionally before she even realizes it. The sixth weakness is her hunger for leadership. Not control, not dominance forced through fear, but confident direction. The man who knows what he wants, who makes decisions, who leads with certainty. That man becomes rare, valuable, irreplaceable. Most men wait for women to choose. High-value men choose first. Most men ask. High-value men state. Most men hesitate. High-value men move. Leadership isn't loud. It's quiet certainty. And women melt for it. The seventh weakness is her competition instinct. Women are more competitive than men emotionally. When she sees other girls interested in you, her brain shifts. Suddenly she values you more. Suddenly she pays attention to things she ignored. Suddenly she notices your masculinity, your humor, your energy. Women don't fight for men who are easy. They fight for men who are desired. When another woman compliments you in front of her, she feels a spark of jealousy she won't admit, and that jealousy changes everything. The eighth weakness is her sensitivity to masculine silence. When a man goes quiet, she spirals. She replays every message, reanalyzes every moment, checks your last scene, asks her friends what it means. Because silence from a man she likes hits harder than compliments from a man she doesn't. But the key is intention. Mindless silence looks like disinterest. Controlled silence looks like confidence. When you master that line, you trigger attraction without a single word. The ninth weakness, the deepest one, is her desire for a man she can't fully figure out. Women fall hardest for the man who keeps a piece of himself hidden. Not mysterious in a childish way. Mysterious in a disciplined way. A man with depth, goals, inner battles, and a purpose she can't fully see. When she feels like she's discovering you layer by layer, she gets hooked. Because mystery forces investment, and investment forces attachment. This is the truth most men avoid because it requires discipline, strength, and self-control. But if you master these 9 weaknesses, you won't need to beg. You won't need to chase. Women will show up. They'll invest. They'll choose you over the men they swore they wanted. Not because you manipulated them, but because you understood them better than they understand themselves. If you're still here, you're clearly serious about leveling up. I'll make you a deal. If you want more brutally honest videos like this, then hit subscribe before YouTube buries this content. And comment one thing your ex used to do that finally opened your eyes. I want to see how many men woke up the hard way. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.